It's the nation's favourite antiques experts.
Which way are the bargains?
Behind the wheel of a classic car.
Do you know where we are?
And a goal to scar Britain for antiques.
Act 1, Scene 1.
The aim, to make the biggest profit at auction. Ta-da! But it's no mean feat. There'll be worthy winners.
We're in the money.
And valiant losers.
Art broken. Close your ears.
Will it be the high road to glory?
It's just delightful, isn't it?
Or the slow road to disaster? This is Antiques Road Trip. Yeah. The delights of Lincolnshire beckon. One final time for antique BFFs. Irita Marriott and Raj Bisram.
Our last outing.
I'm very sad. It sent shivers down me that it's the last day. I've had to keep my coat on, OK? I don't want to be too gushing, because I know how you get. You know, you want to throw your arms around me, give me money, all that kind of thing.
Hey, I think you dreamt that last part, Raj, but boy, have you got some fun times ahead of you today.
We're heading towards the seaside.
I love the seaside. I mean, there's lots of things to do at the seaside. There's fish and chips at the seaside. There's a spade and bucket. You could bury somebody. Oh,
Hey, he meant it in a fun way. Sure. Mind you, ever since he started this trip, our Raj has been trying to dig his way out of a hole.
I think they're nice little collector's bits. I mean, I've got a chance of making a small profit.
And it's not really paid off, has it?
32 online.
Come on, are you still alive, all of you? At this point, I need a tissue.
Meanwhile, Irita's buys have been more enchanting.
That's rather sweet. This is a witch ball.
And have cast a spell on the bidders.
£80.
That's a good profit.
So, with 3 auctions to 1 in this best of 5, Irita can't be knocked off the top spot. But for Raj, there's still personal and professional pride to play for.
It's not all over yet.
No,
you just
I know.
never know what happens.
You never, ever know, but I tell you what, I never thought that losing could be so enjoyable.
That's the spirit. Raj started this whole trip with a £1,500 float, and after 4 shopping expeditions, he's down to his last £397. And a similar tale for Irita. She started with the same amount and now has just a fiver less, £392 to blow on their last run out. And through it all, they've been aided by the indomitable Vanden Pla princess. Oh, yes.
Come on, princess. Oh, princess.
In the wrong gear.
No.
Yes.
No.
This must be the only hill in Lincolnshire. We found it.
Our epic adventure started way over west in Wales, sped through the Midlands and headed east, where Journey's End will be in a sale room in Market Harborough.
Oh, my ears are popped. Oh, wait. Ah.
If your ears are popping in Lincolnshire, you don't want to go to Scotland. I tell you what.
For this final outing, we'll be taking in the delights of the Lincolnshire coastline before that last Leicestershire auction. But to begin with, all the action will take place in Burgh-le-Marsh, where our experts will be tackling Burgh antiques as a twosome.
Game on.
It sure is.
Look at that smile on your face. You're very confident, Irita, aren't you? You're very confident.
No wonder with 3 auctions under her belt. Inside, there's plenty for everyone to get stuck into. Cabinets, shelves, and rooms galore to rummage through. Lovely.
And what are we going to find today?
Well, when you do alight on something, dealers Jackie and David are poised to offer assistance. So let's get out there and find some good things, team.
This is a nice, early mahogany decanter box with this lovely domed top. This looks like a nice piece of quality. You can see here this slightly flamed mahogany here. I mean, it has got this crack down here, but it's been well repaired. It's got circa 1800 on this. I think it's probably a little bit later. And if you open it up, there are no decanters.
Not much of a magic trick, Raj.
But it's not just missing decanters, because there's a kind of slide here, and I think that might have been for some glasses. It might have had 1 or 2 glasses in it as well.
So, it's £59 for an empty box.
If we had the decanters in there, and this was all in great condition, you know, this would be worth at least £300 to £500. but as a box, it's still a beauty. I really like this.
One for the wish list, then. Now, elsewhere in the shop.
Hey, Rita,
Yeah?
fancy going for a drink?
Oh, with you anytime.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Come say hello. Hello there.
What is this thing? Just stop it!
Where's the money? Where's the money?
Let me just feel it. Whatever. Go on, play elsewhere. I'm doing some work.
Yeah, little things, please, little minds.
Oh, there's some lovely, interesting things in this cabinet. And I particularly like the look of this. It's a Dunhill petrol table lighter in the form of a tankard. It's 1950s, and I can see that appealing to lots of people. I mean, you can see it works, it just needs fuel.
£49 on the ticket.
Smoking's gone out of fashion. But, of course, this would appeal to a lot more than that. If you were a Dunhill collector or a lighter collector or a tankard collector, this would be a very nice thing for your collection. So I think this is saleable.
He's racking up some potentials today. Our other shopper? She's just browsing.
Oh, my goodness. This is what my first roller skates looked like. Can you believe it? Oh, my, I haven't seen these for years. Oh, look, you can adjust it to depends how big your foot is. There's a screw to tighten it, and you put your whole entire shoe. I mean, there was no suspension, there was nothing. If you had a wobbly road, and we had a lot of wobbly roads in Latvia, it was like this. Oh, it was so much fun.
I bet she was a roller disco queen back then.
Amazing.
But while Irita skates down memory lane, Raj is taking this much more seriously. Is there a third find on the horizon?
Here up on the shelves, I've just noticed these two really, really decorative lamps. If I can get one down, wow. That is heavy. That is heavy, look at that. Two marble ormolu table lamps.
Ormolu being the process of gilding bronze. The French were big fans.
Well, these are definitely 19th century ones. They both, by the looks of them, need a little bit of restoration, but what a nice decorative thing this is. This could be made to look absolutely stunning.
Not quite a pair, though, are they, Raj? The columns are a bit different.
Got £75 on the ticket. I think they're really decorative, they're period, they need a bit of work, but I'm definitely going to speak to the owner.
Item number 3 earmarked. Irita, on the other hand, still hasn't spotted a winner.
Just finding that one thing that really catches your eye.
Something a bit like this. Look at this. Got a plaque that looks as if it's enamelled. And I think, from what I can see on the top, it's on silver. Let's have a look. So we got a lion for English silver, and it's London, around 1970s-ish. I'll go with ish. RHW. Now, who is RHW?
I don't know. We might need to ask about that.
But it doesn't end there. We got another one. It's like a crest of some sort.
Looks suspiciously like the emblem of a certain high street bank.
I can't see any hallmarks because it looks as if it's glued to the back of this. Oh, there's writing. R.H. Weil, June 1977. So it's the same person. I feel I need a better look to see what it is that I'm buying.
Oh, blimey. Don't try this unless you're a trained antiques professional, folks.
Oh, wow. It has some serious weight. And look how good that looks out of the frame. Oh, I like it even more now.
No price on that one. I think we need some assistance.
Jackie?
Hello?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've dismantled
Oh, don't
one of
worry
the
about
items.
it. I can understand that.
Do you have any idea who RHW is?
So the artist is Reginald Harry Wiles,
Okay.
and he was the MD of the Steelworks in Hertfordshire. When he retired, he went to college to do enamelling.
Oh, so this is like a retirement hobby jobby.
Yeah,
It's rather good, isn't
it's
it?
very good.
How much are they? Because
They're £75 each.
that makes 150.
You want the 2?
I think so.
The absolute bottom is 120.
Okay, I'll have those. Thank you very much. Let me just get some money out.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, you like this part, do you?
It's why she's here. £60 apiece for those 2 little works of art.
Thank you very much.
OK.
I'm in love.
Oh, good.
She seems pleased enough, and with that, she's off. Raj, meanwhile, has headed to the till with his items, and having negotiated those lamps down to £45, he's on a call to another dealer about the box and the lighter. Exciting.
I've been told you're a very, very nice man. Is that true?
I am.
And extremely,
Yes.
and extremely generous as well.
That's okay.
Listen, if I were to buy both of these items, what would be the very, very best that you could do?
So the pair I can do for 50.
Oh, Frank, that is extremely generous. You've made my morning, so thank you very much indeed. We have a deal.
Okay, I hope you do well with it.
Thank you very much indeed. All the best to you, Frank.
Right,
There we
thank you very
go.
much. That was a good deal, wasn't
That was very, very generous. Everybody was indeed. So let me pay you straight away.
it? Jolly good, yes.
Yeah, how about this?
So, with £45 for the lamps and 25 each for the lighter and the box, that comes to £95.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been lovely to see you.
And I shall take these with me.
Yeah, jolly good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, not a bad start to the day all round, eh? On to the next. Meanwhile, Irita is currently cruising the Lincolnshire highways and byways.
I feel like a Bigfoot in this car. The pedals are teeny weeny.
Sounds abominable. Our resident Yeti in the Vanden Plas is making her way to the village of Sutton-on-Sea. And our first glimpse of the coast. Some very nice beach huts too. Always fancied one of those, but Irita's off to her next shop of the trip. Knacks. No prizes for guessing what they sell in here.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
Hello there.
Hello there. You must be Jeannie.
I am.
Hello,
Pleased to
how are
meet
you?
I'm really good, thank you.
I literally do not know where to look. It is really good kind of bonkers.
Yeah, we've heard that before as well.
If I don't come back in an hour, will you come and find me? Because I'm
Okay.
probably lost.
Will do.
Right, Jeannie. I'll give you a
Okay.
shout when I find something. Thank you.
A proprietor called Jeannie seems very apt because it's definitely an Aladdin's cave in here.
I literally do not know which way to look.
2 floors, 8 rooms, and not a single square inch to spare.
Where do I go now?
There's bound to be something in here to tempt our shopper to part with some of her £272.
Oh my goodness, where's the end? Just keeps going on.
But it might take a while.
What's this?
Or maybe not. Grab it so we can have a proper look at it.
So what have we got? We got a carved wood French mirror from about 1900s in the manner of Black Forest. What I really like is that it's not completely flat. It kind of has that 3D effect by the way the centerpiece sticks out. What I don't really like, now that I've seen it in more light, is the cracks in the wood. All the corners where it's been stitched together, they're all a bit open-uppy.
Technical means falling apart.
And I've just noticed that the mirror itself is a replacement as well because the original would have had beveled edges. It still has a nice old back though. Love the cobwebs. I'll pay extra for that.
The asking price is £46, and that's with the cobwebs.
I wouldn't say it's expensive and I wouldn't say it's cheap because it needs work. It's not a piece that you can buy and instantly put on a wall. Should we give it some love? I think we might just have to.
We'll come back for that, just don't forget where you put it. Elsewhere in Lincolnshire, a little way inland, is the pretty market town of Louth. One-time home to such notables as Alfred Lord Tennyson, Captain John Smith of Pocahontas fame, and astronaut Michael Fowle. A location of the old Coach House Antique Centre, where Raj is off to next, his remaining £302 jangling in his pocket.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hi,
All right.
you must be Chris.
Hello there.
Hi, I'm Raj. Nice
Hi
to
there.
meet you. Well, it looks like there's a lot in here. Absolutely packed, isn't it?
Yeah, and we've got upstairs as well, so... Have a wander, see what you think.
I'll have a wander.
Thank you.
Cheers, thanks very much.
Cheers.
Yep, there's all manner of stuff in here. A host of dealers selling everything from cool vintage to fine furniture. There's even a bit of railway armour, if that takes your fancy.
This is actually an old railway trolley. This one in particular is from the 1920s. I mean, if you watch the old films and then you see people arriving at Waterloo Station, this is what the porters rolled around and loading it up with luggage bags.
You could use it to shift your huge quantity of antique purchases, Raj.
It's got on the ticket £225.
Well, that's that then. Carry your own luggage. Back over in Sutton, the excavation continues. Who knows what else our treasure seeker will dig up?
Got a spare head, anyone? Asking for a friend.
Creepy. Let's put that back where you found it, eh? Looks like she's got her eye on something else now.
I'm going to take it outside so I can see properly.
Great idea.
Right, let's have a look in the daylight. What have we got? So basically, got an enamel-bodied street light. This would have been on a tall post. Ah, like that. Oh, my goodness. That weighs a ton.
Yeah, antiques aren't for wimps, you know.
And it's made by... Is it made by Benjamin? Yeah, Benjamin were very well-known streetlight makers. They started in late 1800s in America, and the first factory that they opened in England was around 1910-ish. And this would have dated from around then. And what I really like is the shape, because majority of Benjamins that I've ever seen, they're round.
She's not wrong. The company's ubiquitous circular lamps were fitted in factories across the globe. This model, called the Duo Flux, was a floodlight for works yards and car parks.
It's the kind of thing that people like to upcycle. Somebody could actually make it as a light in their living room, on a nice oak pole or something sticking out next to your sofa.
Very trendy. No price on that one.
Do I dare to walk with this through that shop?
Probably best not to. There's a lot to knock off the shelves in there.
Jeannie!
Yes, yes.
Found you!
You sound exhausted.
It's taken a lot of rummaging, a lot of dust, and I found two things. One's outside, a lamp, Benjamin's green and enamel. Do you know which one I mean?
Yeah, the industrial one.
Yes. He had no price on it.
Well, it was 70.
Was 70.
Can be 60.
That's fine. Then upstairs, there was a mirror, a French kind of carved wood surround. 46 was the price tag on that.
Right. It can be 35.
I am going to give you £60 for your light outside.
Good.
Any chance you would take it ever so slightly less for the mirror?
We can do 30.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
OK, I shall have the mirror too.
Thanks, Jeannie. You granted all her wishes. £90 in total. Just have to get them out of the shop now.
Let's go this way.
Now, over in Louth, Raj seems to be zeroing in on the cabinets. What have you found, old bean?
A really lovely 9-carat gold 17-jewel Swiss watch made in 1965. Now, watches have been going up over the last 10 years. They've been increasing in value all the time. Now, to me, the sign of a classy watch is very, very simple, with nice numerals, a nice leather strap, but one that is well made and that works.
Yep, it ticks all the boxes.
What's lovely about this watch, that if you take it out and you turn it over, it tells you this was awarded to a gentleman for 30 years' service, and he worked at the Greenock shipyards, which was one of the busiest shipyards in the country. That was the thing. Whatever company you worked for, after you've done X amount of service, you were given a gold watch.
I never got one. £180 is the asking price.
It's in great condition. It's been serviced. It's fully working. I think it's a nice thing, and I'm going to go and speak to Chris and see what he can do.
Let's do that, then.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Raj.
Hi, Chris. I found this watch.
Yeah, lovely watch.
Yeah. It's by Excalibur. It's from the 60s, but what I really like about this watch, it's got that lovely bit of social history.
That's right.
I think it's lovely. It's in great condition. You've got £180 on the ticket. What's the best you can do?
I think we could go down to 160 on that one.
I mean, could I squeeze you for another £10 and call it 150? It's a nice round figure.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
no problem. Thank you, Raj.
Thank you very much.
Almost half his remaining cash has gone in one buy. 152 left.
And at last, something not too heavy to carry away.
Absolutely.
Yes, turns out you didn't need that trolley after all, did you?
It's lovely, that is.
And with that, he's off to the seaside to catch up with his chum. Time to hit the beach.
Have you brought your budgie smugglers with you?
To be honest, Irita, my budgie smugglers have been banned from every single beach in the UK.
Well, should we go for a paddle?
Yeah, it's a little bit energetic for me, but, you know, I'll give it a go.
I can't even get down there.
This might take a while.
I know.
Lordy, anyone got a tube of joint cream handy?
Right, you ready? You okay? Do you need a hand?
It's a long way. Can we get a cab? 3, 2, 1, go.
He wasn't kidding. It is a long way.
Come on, Irita.
Oh, my God, that is so cold.
Nonsense, invigorating, that is.
If I sink, you're coming with me.
Nighty-night. It's their final day of shopping, and the mood in the car is reflective.
Oh, I'm going to miss those dad jokes. You know, as much as I hate them at times.
Good news for you, because I will be sending you a newsletter, OK, every week with lots of bad jokes, OK?
It's a deal.
For once, I don't think he's joking. It was a busy day for him yesterday as he got his mitts on an almost pair of table lamps, a gold wristwatch, a tankard-shaped table lighter and a decanter box.
And if you open it up, there are no decanters.
That leaves him with just £152 for his final day of shopping. Irita wasn't dragging her heels either, opting for a 1930s floodlight, a Black Forest style mirror and 2 enamelled silver plaques.
Look how good that looks out of the frame.
Oh, I like it even more now.
So she has £182 still to play with. But back in the car, we're still reminiscing.
What would you consider was your best buy?
I'll tell you that after my last auction.
OK, OK.
The best is yet to come.
Oh, my goodness. Haven't you done enough damage to me? I mean, look at me. I'm about a quarter of my formal self.
Chin up, Raj. The pride of the Bisrams is still at stake. Later, we'll be heading for that final auction showdown in Market Harborough. But we start today at the jewel in the crown of the Lincolnshire coast, Skegness. Where Raj has swapped the shopping for sun, sea and sand. The quintessential British seaside resort and birthplace of the package holiday, Skegness has been welcoming tourists for nigh on 200 years. But if there's one figure that embodies the town's sense of fun and holiday spirit, it's this chap, Skegness iconic Jolly Fisherman.
Well, that is an interesting character.
To find out more, he's off to the Tower Gardens Pavilion to meet Pollyann Trapmore Shaw, a proud Skegness native who knows the origins of the town's jovial mascot.
The Jolly Fisherman. We're surrounded by him. Tell me about him.
We are indeed. He is our poster boy. He really is. And he has been since 1908. This is the actual original image for the GNR Railway to promote seaside travel, obviously. And he was created and painted by a gentleman called John Hassell, who was a very, very well-known artist.
Born in 1868, Hassell was a celebrated oil and watercolour painter, but it was in the field of advertising and poster design where he made his name. His output was prolific. During the 1890s, he produced some 600 posters, as well as illustrations for periodicals and children's books. Busy bee.
He'd done advertising for Bovril, Coleman's Mustard, a lot of theatre advertising, but nothing was quite as iconic, and I don't believe anything has stuck quite as solidly to an area as the Jolly Fisherman has. I mean, it's stuck for 115 years, so Jolly really is our biggest celebrity.
This poster, advertising the holiday destination with its now famous slogan, was so successful that 18 years later, Hassel was asked to recreate it.
This here is the 1926 version, which was reissued when GNR turned into LNER. You'll see that the Skegness Pier has been introduced into the painting. And Jolly has just moved over slightly, and he's got his hand slightly outside of the frame. And that was one of John Hassel's kind of calling cards. He was dubbed the Poster King because he had this unique freshness of a way of attributing a destination with an image.
I mean, did he come to Skegness?
He came in 1936, and he was so impressed with just how bracing Skegness was. The town council gave him the honour of Freedom of the Foreshore, which sounds so grand, doesn't it? Really, what it gave him was a free deck chair if he wanted to use it.
OK.
Well, I think it's only right that we go and sample the delights that poster was advertising. Let's go for a quick promenade along the pier, which was, at one time, the 4th longest in England.
So, Polly Ann, sunny Skegness.
Absolutely, Raj.
Tell me about the history.
Prior to the 1800s, it was really a fishing port, a small farming village, just 300 residents. And it wasn't until the railways really took hold that it became what it is today, which is a destination for everyone in the UK. And the August bank holiday of 1882, I think it was, the town saw an influx of 20,000 visitors to the shores. When you think of it in comparison, really quite a difference.
The ever-growing number of visitors enticed here by that iconic poster meant that the early 20th century was a boom time for the town's tourist industry, and all those holidaymakers needed a place to stay.
In 1936, Billy Butlin opened the first ever Butlins in the UK here in Skegness, which you can actually see on the horizon here. And it was the birth of the all-inclusive package. For the same price as a week's wages, you could actually come to the seaside and have your accommodation, your entertainment, and you can have your food and your travel all for that price. So this is where the British seaside holiday really was born.
Today, the town caters to a staggering 2.3 million visitors a year, attracted by the sea air, the entertainments, and perhaps the chance to bump into a local celebrity.
And here he is, the jolly fisherman of Skegness. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Good? Fantastic. What a pleasure it is to meet you. Are you going to show me around? Shall we go? Yay!
From badges to figurines, cuddly toys, and even a local gin, the Jolly Fisherman is everywhere here. The town is justly proud of its famous merry mascot that helped put Skegness on the map. Now, while Raj is off enjoying himself by the sea, Irita's still focused on the shopping. She's headed back to Louth, where Raj visited yesterday. And a mere stone's throw away from his shop is this place, the Old Maltings Antique Centre. Once playing an important part in the brewing process, today this place is all about the buys, not the beers. Mind you, our girl with £182 to spend is keeping an eye out for a good IPA. That's an incredibly profitable antique to you and me. Let's see what wets her whistle.
I had one of those when I was younger. This is what my first ever matching tracksuit was like. Oh my goodness. That makes me feel like I'm 12 again.
Always worrying when there's stuff from your childhood in an antique shop, though. Like these things from mine.
Now here is something that makes me appreciate the conveniences of nowadays living. What do you think that is?
That's a washboard. It's how your granny did her laundry when she wasn't playing in a skiffle band.
There's a wooden version. A metal one. Oh, we're going up in life. There's even a glass one. This is posh. This is posh. Imagine on a sunny day doing that with your T-shirt, singing songs. I mean, to me, in a way, that beats pressing the button and walking off to watch telly.
I think I'll stick to something with a spin cycle if it's all the same to you. Now, look at who's turned up again like a bad penny. Brace yourselves for another terrible dad joke, everyone.
Rita,
Yeah.
do you fancy going clubbing with me? Oh, and I didn't even touch you.
No, you just had that effect on people. With £152 in his pocket and hankering for one final purchase, let's see if anything in here tickles his fancy.
These are really unusual. These have really caught my eye. These are railway lamps, basically, but they're old ones. How old? I'm not exactly sure, but I know that there are a lot of railway enthusiasts out there. It says here LNER, lantern signal, and it's in its original condition.
And what's more, there's 3 of them.
There's something about these I really like. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of them out and take it over to the counter and see if I can find out some more information.
Sounds like a plan. Simon will be the chap to talk to. Simon?
Hello, Simon.
Hi, Raj.
I found this.
OK, yeah.
I don't know a lot about railway memorabilia, but this really does appeal to me. What do you know about it?
LNER, as the marks, as you can see on there, 1923, operating until 1948, and they would have had lots of these in their little engine sheds and would have gone through and changed bits and pieces as they needed, but a very good, reliable lamp, yeah.
I mean, I guess there would have been thousands and thousands made, but, I mean, how many do you think would have actually survived?
There's quite a lot of them around, but a lot of them quite have cracked glass or the details are lost a bit in if they're overpainted and stuff like that. But, yeah, I mean, if you like that one, I've got a few more, actually. There's 2 more in there. Have you seen those as well?
I have, yeah. I had a look at those as well. Well, you've got £55 on the ticket. What would be your best price?
Well, I bought these quite well, and if it helps you out, I could probably do them for £20 each if you take all 3 of them. That's almost 3 for the price of 1.
Simon, here, take my hand.
Great.
That's £20 each. I'll have all 3 for sure.
Marvellous.
Well, that lit his little face up. And £92 left unspent.
You're a gentleman.
Good luck with them.
Thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
I shall pick up the other 2 and be on my way.
Great.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Raj.
That's one of them sorted. How's his chum getting on?
When you spot a piece of quality, you get the flutters, and then it drops down like a bomb because you see the damage. It is heartbreaking. That's what it is.
That is a shame. Still a good thing, though.
Blush ivory from Royal Worcester is something that does not need introductions. It is well known from 1880s, 1890s.
The name refers to the colour. It's definitely a piece of porcelain.
I love the shape. The horn-like handle, it just has real Victorian feel about it. And the gilding. Oh, the gilding. It's gold. Of course I'm gonna love it. But this isn't just gilding. This is raised gold. If that was in perfect condition, it would be in auction £150, easily.
As it isn't, it's priced at £45.
What do we think? I think it's worth a question. You know what they say? You don't ask, you don't get. I think I'm gonna get.
In that case, you'll need Simon.
Hi, Rita.
Hello. I've been looking at the jug.
Very nice.
It is,
Yeah,
until you turn it around.
okay.
Yeah, it got a bit of damage.
Really, I think probably the depth on that would be about 25.
25? Are you sure?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. A lovely thing. Yeah.
It is, isn't it? And for that money, I'm not even going to haggle with anything.
Yes, very kind of you, Simon. And with that last buy of the whole trip, she's left with £157. Time to call it a day.
Thank you, Raj.
My pleasure.
And it's all over. That's it.
I know, that's our last shop on this road trip. It's sad, isn't it? Never mind.
Come on.
Yeah, we've got to go. Come on.
Are you going to do it again with me?
Of course, of course, of course.
Promise me.
I promise.
Hold your horses. We haven't finished this one yet. There's still that final auction to deal with.
It's been a good trip.
It's been a lovely trip, Irita. It's a mixture of happiness and sadness.
I know.
You
Let's
know?
just concentrate on the good bits.
OK, well, that's that done.
Honestly. Shut up, you two. Here we go, then. To what do we aspire?
And right turn.
We're walking as if we're on a mission, Raj.
We're in the military.
Having advanced along the Lincolnshire coastline, raiding shops on the way, our brave little soldiers square off for auction number 5 in Market Harborough. The sale room of Gilding's auctioneers, where the battle lines are drawn, with punters in the room and on the net, and bids on the books too.
All done and sold, 65.
Irita shelled out £235 on 5 auction lots. Let's garner the thoughts of resident gavel wielder Will Gilding. Hi, Will.
The silver and enamel plaque is a really handsome piece of enamel work here. So a very talented craftsman has made this, it's nice and striking. The colours are good. I like this piece.
Raj spent a bit more, £305 on his 5 lots. Any standouts, Will?
The 9-carat gold Excalibur wristwatch, got lots of things going for it. Watches are extremely popular at the moment, and being from the 1960s, that style, that look, that vintage is really on vogue. It should sell with good interest.
Everybody ready? Their final auction is about to begin.
Here we go again.
Last attempt at making money.
Raj is up first, hoping to spark some interest with his table lighter.
£20, I bid 20 at £20 at 22.
Come on, it'll go, don't worry about it.
25 at 25, 28, 30, £30, 32.
You're in profit.
£2 online at 32 at 32.
I think that's worth more money than
now,
that.
the internet has the bid at 32 and selling.
Well,
Thank you. It's a profit.
it's a profit.
It's a profit,
But
I'm
it's
happy.
a lot less than what I thought it was going to make. But it just shows, doesn't it?
It shows you were wrong with your description.
But a modest profit nonetheless. It's a good start.
That's how entertaining this whole thing is it?
You still here?
Irita's turn now with what looks like a framed picture of a carpet.
Mirror, mirror.
On the wall. Who's the handsomest of them all?
Raj messed her up.
£20 bid at 20 at 20.
You couldn't even buy the wood for that.
28, 28, internet, 28. I'm out now. It's with you online at 28.
Come on. Don't you need a mirror in the house?
28, 30. Taking it on at £30.
It worked. You got 30. Keep going, keep going.
32. Still going. 32.
I'm in profit.
32, 35. £35. Last time then, £35.
Well done. Excellent.
Excellent might be pushing it on a £5 profit, but we're all heading in the right direction.
Well,
It worked.
you know what
it
they
worked,
say.
singing into the mirror.
Raj's couple of marble and ormolu lamps now. The other one looks nearly the same.
£18 online.
Come on.
£18.
What'd you pay?
45.
20, internet, 20, 22, 22. They're here, they're bidding. They're
Slowly.
28.
£22 at 22. Any
You
further
can't
bids?
bid yourself.
Oh,
You
sorry,
know
24,
that, don't
26.
you?
I'm just talking to myself. I'm just trying to encourage people to bid.
£28. Fair warning. 28.
32. No, it didn't work.
No, that didn't work.
His powers of persuasion not quite cutting it there.
That was a shady deal. That's what I would say.
Shady deal. Lamb stands. Very good, I tell you.
More light fittings now. Irita's whopping great floodlight.
Let's see if it lights us up this afternoon. And 22,
Light up the
25,
sale room.
25, 28, 30. I bid against you online. I've got 30, 32, 35, 38,
For
40.
nothing.
You've stopped online. £40. Selling at 40.
It's a small loss. It's a small loss. Listen, I know how it feels.
Oh, he does. Someone got a lot of lamp for their money there.
I think I've learned too much from you.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I think it's time to part.
And keeping with the theme, it's the turn of Raj's railway lamps.
Always proving popular at auctions. 65, 70. £70 my bid. 75,
straight in there.
80. £80 my bid for the 3. £80 and selling at 80.
That's a profit.
Yeah, that's
95.
Third time was definitely the charm.
That's a 33.33% profit.
Not that you calculated it very carefully.
Well, to be honest, my mind works like a calculator.
Next up is Irita's exquisite but slightly spoiled Worcester jug.
Even if it's in bits, it's still quality.
£15 bid.
That's good.
Come on.
That's good.
Paid 25.
£15.
15 is good.
At £15. Are there no further bids at 15?
Oh no.
Have to sell
It's
it.
not
£15.
You need something for the tears.
I hope that was clean. Bad luck, Irita.
You buy a box of strawberries. You can't expect every single one to be sweet,
Oh, yes,
juicy.
I can.
Time now for Raj's very fancy decanter
At
box.
25, 28, 30.
Oh, you...
30
What's that,
pounds,
another little profit?
30 pounds against your line. 30, 32, 35,
Come on.
and 8. 40 against you.
Yes, more like
Still my bid at 40. 42, 45, 48. You've gone again. I'm out now.
Keep
48,
going,
with
keep
your
going.
line.
That's good.
Fair warning then. Selling at 48. 48, 139.
Nearly double.
I'll drink to that.
Not with the contents of that, you won't.
I just want to know whether there were actually decanters in there or was it
Of
empty?
course there were. Of course there were. No, maybe not.
No.
The first of Irita's enamelled silver plaques now, the one she didn't dismantle.
30 pounds at 30 at 32, 35, my bid 35, with me at 35, 35, 38, 40, here at 42, 5, here at 45, 48, online at 48,
so
48
cheap.
pounds at 48. Are you all done? At 48, quite sure, selling.
Just because it didn't have a hallmark, it made less than the value of the metal.
Oh dear, let's hope the other one fares better.
I'm sad.
Don't be sad. You've lost a few pounds.
12. But who's counting?
But who's counting?
Original artwork, once again, 30
Raj's final item, and it's his priciest of the trip, that gold watch.
Online wanting to come in, absentee bidders. Let's start with those, shall we? 65, 75, 80,
Oh, it's very fluent. It's going. Look how quick it's going.
100, 110, 120s. My bid at 120. 120 pounds at 120.
Oh, right.
120, gavels up. 120.
Yep, deep breaths. You won't be retiring on the profits from that one.
Well, the time ran away from you there.
55 pounds online.
It did, didn't it?
And at last, but not least, Irita's second silver plaque. The auctioneer thought this one was divine.
This is, I think, one of my favourite lots.
I have to admit, I like it. I think it's super.
I'm glad you actually like something I've bought.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe it.
Finally.
I know.
My absentee bids, I'm afraid, don't get a look in at £50 because the online bids have started at 210. £210 online at 210. Are there any further bids? At £210. Selling online then at 210.
I mean, that was quick or what?
That was a great profit, though. Well done. Any chance we could go halves on the profit? No?
Nice try, Raj, but they're all for Irita. And just like that, our last sale is done.
It's over. It's all over.
Yeah, you can always phone me or text me.
You've not deleted me, have you?
No, not yet. I'm going to.
Oh, Raj, come on.
Another valiant effort from Raj, but despite some successes, he's ended up with a loss of £52.44 after auction costs. And once again, he was outclassed by Irita. With sale room fees deducted, she made a profit of £50.36, which means she's the absolute champ of this trip, with 4 auctions to 1. But between them, Raj and Irita have accrued £638.06 in profits for children in need. Good job.
That's it, Raj.
Well done. You should be skipping your way.
To another road trip.
Well, this one certainly went with a bang,
Yeah. Woo!
even if not always planned.
Jimi Hendrix. Yes, it is. Hello.
Antiques Road Trip.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh. Where are you going?
There are a lot of collectors out there that collect these.
Hello!
Let's have a quibble, shall we? Shall we have a fight in the... We're having a fight! I'm not going to stop. I don't want to do this road trip anymore.
A treat next time on Antiques Road Trip.
So this is a first.
It really is a first.
Mark Hill.
Slow danger.
And Izzy Balmer.
Do you think he looks like Mark?
Tripping together for the first time. How sweet.
You know what? Hey, look,
Now
matches.
that's magic.
On a magical mystery tour of newfound friendship.
You've just got this 1930s boyishness about you.